Here are 5 ways in which you can follow up with your prospect. Hey, Rob Spence here, the Managing Director of Paragon Sales Solutions. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. As you may be aware, every week we drop a new video. They're available on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And every week we intend to share with you top sales hints, tips, advice, which will include marketing and business growth. So if you are interested in those subjects, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. We'd love to continue the conversation with you. Now, in this week's video, we're going to look at following up. Now, if you are a big fan of these videos or any of the books I've written on sales, you will know that my biggest priority when it comes to sales is following up. It's weirdly the part of the sales process that many salespeople forget. They think that they'll send a quote, send a proposal, and they'll make the sale. Hell, if the prospect doesn't return, they're just a time waster, they can't afford us, they're not worth our time. But no, that's not how it works. You must follow up. Think about it. When you went on a date with your husband or your wife, you went on a lovely date, had a great time. Were you married then? No, you had to follow up. The next day you'd have sent them a message, a text message. Hell, you would have sent them a letter in the post if you're really old watching this. But you followed up, and it's no different to sales. You can't expect a prospect to buy from you without the follow-up. And in fact, the majority of sales are made between the 7th to the 12th point of contact. So if you're not following up, you leave the money on the table. And on my screen here, we have got 5 simple tips in which you can follow up with your prospects and most importantly, make more sales. So tip number 1 is to identify the right prospects. Now, I'm an ever optimistic salesperson. I will always say we should follow up with everyone, because everyone is a potential customer, everyone can potentially buy from us, so we must follow up with everyone. However, I'm also under no illusion that time is very scarce, it's very rare, and if we followed up with everyone, we probably wouldn't have time to do any prospecting or anything else. So if you need to identify the right prospects, you can use a lead scoring chart if you wish. You can make sure you go through your qualification notes, whatever it takes. Prioritize those that are more than likely to convert and follow up with those as a priority. My next tip is to always set up a follow-up system. Now that can be a manual system in which, once you send a proposal, you put some notes in your diary on different days to follow up. On this day I'm going to make a phone call, on this day I'm going to send an email. You can use automation tools, which we'll come on to momentarily as well. Whatever it is, make sure you've got a system. And as I said earlier, my biggest tip is just put a note in your diary. I've got a paper diary, I've also got a computer diary. I send a proposal, I make a note to follow up a couple of days later. It's not hard, it's simple, but I get it done. And the next tip is to add value. I think a lot of the problem when it comes to following up, and right now I'm thinking about the people that have tried to follow up with me. When we follow up wrong, it can become more negative. And when I say following up wrong, if we're constantly sending 10 emails saying, hey, just chasing this up, hey, just checking in, just want to make sure you got my proposal, just want to make sure you still love me, it's not the right follow-up and I've got nothing from it. But be clever, add value. Do you have any case studies that you can share with that prospect? Let's say I send a proposal on day 1, okay? On day 3, I can say, hey Tony, I know you've just got my proposal, you're probably still digesting it. I thought I'd share this with you. This is a case study of a company that recently signed up to us, and look at the great work we've done for them. We'd love to hear your thoughts on it all very soon. Take it easy. Boom, bing bang bosh, it doesn't take long whatsoever, but I've provided value. Now that value can be testimonials, case studies, reviews. It could be articles that's got nothing to do with the sale whatsoever. Hell, it could be you passing a referral on to that customer. Whatever it is, add value, stay fresh in their mind. Because what that's then going to do is continue on to step number 4, which is going to be to build relationships. Remember, the follow-up phase is all about building relationships, and relationships is key when it comes to sales. So don't be afraid to mix up the way you communicate, email, telephone, text, turn up at their office if you wish, and look to build that relationship. Once again, other words, just chasing this up, just checking in, is that going to develop a relationship with me? Or, hey Rob, I saw you on LinkedIn, you went to the beach at the weekend. How was it? Anywhere you'd recommend? Although it's just a conversation starter, it develops a relationship far deeper than just bumping this up your inbox. See what I'm trying to say? And finally, use the right tools. As I said earlier, you can go old school and have a paper diary or an electronic diary to help you with following up. But there are tools out there that will do it for you. I don't always recommend fully automating everything. because it becomes impersonal. However, you can use automation to help you align your diaries to send follow-up emails if you wish. And a great CRM system will help you to do that. There's lots available on the market. If you do want access and get a free trial of a great CRM system that we're partnered with here at Paragon Sales Solutions, drop us a message on this platform and we'll send you a link so you can get access to that. So there's our 5 tips on how you can follow up. Once again, we could go on for hours about following up. And if you do need more hands-on support with your sales, head on over to paragonsales.co.uk. You'll see an array of resources. You'll see an array of sales training that's going to help you and your sales team to close more sales. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And until next week, all the best.